Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, all fatalities, heroic brutalities, and endings. Here we are. It's Ame Figaro created this video. Shouts out to them. All their links will be in the description down below. Check them out. You guys recommended this. You told me to check it out since I checked out Injustice and also Mortal Kombat on the gaming channel. And apparently this is where it all started for Injustice with this game. Now I'm curious to see what Mortal Kombat characters that we're going to see that weren't DLC in Injustice, because in that game we had Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Raiden, and there might have been another character or two that I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but I do remember those three. So I'm hoping to see Jade, Kitana, Sonya, Jax, Johnny Cage, you know, the classics versus the superheroes. And I want to see if they have like some kind of excuse for them to be able to beat superheroes. Maybe they get powered up somehow. I don't know. Let's go.
Scorpion.
Oh, my favorite fatality and my favorite character.
Scorpion wins.
It's so PG.
Fatality.
And it was done to Batman, which makes me feel weird. Makes me feel icky. Okay, he brought him to hell. Okay, there's skeletons in this. It's not as PG as I thought it was going to be. So why couldn't I see Batman get burnt to a crisp? That would have been nice. But I like this map, though. It looks like it's like Netherrealm, and I don't know what the location is in DC. I'd have to see more.
Wins.
Oh, he has yellow eyes, though. What's up with that? I wonder if that's kind of like a reasoning, like kind of like a, I don't know, maybe it's powering up Scorpion in some kind of way.
Fatality.
Though Dark Kahn was defeated, his conscience...
Dark Kahn? Are you talking about Darkseid fused with Shao Kahn? No! That's crazy!
lived on. The Dark Lord's power and maliciousness found the perfect host in the body of the wrathful Scorpion. In the midst of his agony, Scorpion knew that he would soon be the most powerful creature in the universe, if he survived the transformation.
So they absorbed the power of Dark Kahn after beating him. Now, the thing about it is like, I need to check out the story mode. I'm kind of intrigued now. Sub-Zero versus Superman.
Fatality.
I mean, no spine rip, but it was still kind of cool. Oh! Now that's how you beat the Flash right there. You turn him to ice and you slam him into the ground into a billion pieces.
Fatality.
It works. Even Sub-Zero has yellow eyes.
Alongside the forces of light during the World Merge crisis, Sub-Zero came to a realization. He was no longer the assassin he had been, nor was he comfortable among the self-proclaimed defenders of Earthrealm. Inspired by one of the invaders, Sub-Zero decided he would work for the good of the realm, but on his own terms. He would be a mostly solitary figure, blending in with the dark and the cold. Sub-Zero...
Oh my God, he turned into Batman. Yo, he was inspired by Batman.
left the Lin Kuei and donned a new costume befitting this new endeavor. But the Lin Kuei do not tolerate desertion, as he will soon discover.
What? That is awesome. Okay, we got the kiss. Burning Lex Luthor?
Wins. Fatality.
Oh!
Sonya wins.
Okay then. We got a neck snap.
Fatality.
Talk about Shazam.
During the World Merge crisis, a member of the Green Lantern Corps was killed. At the
Oh my. She's got the ring.
moment of his death, his power ring traveled to Sonya, taking her as its new master.
What?
When the worlds were once again separated, the ring stayed with her. Now she has the ultimate weapon, but only one charge. She must use the ring sparingly until she can find a way to replenish its power.
Okay, I need a Mortal Kombat game where they all have superhero powers, the ones that they stole from this game. So like Sub-Zero's Batman, and then Sonya has the Green Lantern ring. That'd be fire. Scorpion is like he absorbed the power of Dark Kahn.
Shang Tsung.
Oh. Ooh, and then breaks her back.
Fatality.
That's what she meant when she said break her back. Oh. I don't like his in this game because normally he has really cool, brutal fatalities, but here, I don't like these. I hope the superhero ones are cooler.
Fatality.
It was kind of cool seeing him turn into Deathstroke.
Impressed with Captain Marvel's fighting ability, but angered by his defeat at the hero's hands, Shang Tsung sought to create a race of super warriors. They would have Captain Marvel's abilities, but would be a perversion of the hero's image. Through sorcery, he combined blood from a torn piece of Captain Marvel's cape with the flesh of a Tarkatan corpse. Never before
Now that's fire.
had his flesh pits echoed with the roar of such a monstrosity. With an army of super Tarkatans, Shang Tsung will be invincible.
They're all just like Captain Marvel, and we know how strong Captain Marvel is. We've talked about it. We've seen it. Kitana is in this game. Let's go. Oh, there's a little bit of blood. Just a sprinkle.
Kitana wins. Fatality.
She killed the Joker, though. Wonder Woman. No way. No way. Oh! Yo, seeing that happen to Wonder Woman is wild. Look how deformed she looked and the way her skeleton flipped.
With no base of operations after their
Now, she reminds me, her and Melina and Jade, they are definitely like Amazonians, right? So she's definitely going to take after Wonder Woman.
devastating losses in Outworld, Kitana sought asylum in Earthrealm for her surviving Edenian resistance fighters. Raiden granted them Shang Tsung's abandoned island, where they would remain hidden from mortal eyes. Kitana and her warriors remade the former site of the Mortal Kombat tournament into a bastion of beauty and light.
That's dope.
To honor the god of Edenia, they renamed their new home Argus Island.
I love it.
Jax.
There's Jax. What? What the?
Jax.
Latin Batman's head like a pancake.
Fatality.
Oh. He's got guns in this too.
Jax wins.
I like the first one better.
Fatality.
That one caught me off guard.
Badly injured in the melee with the otherworldly invaders, Jax knew he must enhance his cybernetics to save his own life. He underwent massive anatomical restructuring, replacing most of his body with mechanized, fully armored versions. Jax is now more powerful than ever, but at the cost of his humanity.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be like Cyrax and Sector in them. Ah, that's the classic. What? They brought it back? The arcade cabinet falling on them? Dope. Ooh. Ooh. Ending it with a fireball?
Liu Kang wins.
I think they should have brought the dragon back.
Through intense study, Raiden was able to unlock the secrets of the Rock of Eternity and determine its function. He decided to emulate it and create a Captain Marvel of Earthrealm. Raiden infused Liu Kang with his own power as well as the abilities of his fellow gods Argus, Fujin, and others. In order to transform himself into a being of unstoppable power, Liu Kang need only shout Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat!
Raiden.
Oh! Oh! Sorry, Flash.
Raiden wins. Fatality.
They had to get really creative with these, man. Oh!
Raiden wins.
I wish he would have done that to Captain Marvel. That would have been kind of cool.
As the interdimensional conflict ended, Raiden returned to Earthrealm, only to discover that exposure to his homeworld's sun weakened him greatly. The sorcerer Quan Chi offered Raiden a jade-colored stone that would replenish his power in return for his sworn allegiance. Where Quan Chi acquired this stone is a mystery. Raiden must now decide between servitude to an evil sorcerer or mortality.
Maybe you should just choose the mortality bit.
Wins. Fatality.
Okay, Kano. Oh,
Kano.
that one was cooler.
Fatality.
All right, show me some of the superhero ones.
Though the combat rage
Never did I think I was going to see this. Never in my life. What is this? What am I witnessing?
completely disappeared once Dark Kahn was defeated, it drove Kano irreversibly mad.
Okay.
Turning on friend and foe alike, he became an outcast. Kano's appearance changed as well.
We see
He
that.
has painted his face to further express his seething anger. Alone in the depths of insanity, Kano endlessly repeats, "Death to Shang Tsung. Death to Shang Tsung. Death to Shang Tsung."
Baraka.
Love it. Oh. And Barakas are usually super brutal. I was really turned down.
Baraka.
Okay. We're feeling like Mortal Kombat now.
As the worlds returned to normal, the combat rage dissipated in its victims, except the Tarkatans. Through the rage, the savage outworld race has descended to an even greater level of bloodlust. Marking their foreheads with the blood of their enemies, they now storm throughout the realms, dominating all.
Batman.
Man, imagine. No way! A swarm of bats disappears? That's cool.
Brutality.
Look at her. She is getting destroyed by bats. Oh, and he slams you down.
Win.
I like the first one more.
Heroic brutality.
I kind of wish the bats ate all of your flesh.
Concerned that other worlds might once again invade Earth, Batman created an autonomous global security system to monitor any temporal breaches. His system, OMAC, Outer World Monitor and Auto-Containment, is designed to detect and trap invaders from alternate universes.
Okay, then.
OMAC has already discovered a breach in Metropolis.
Superman.
Oh. Oh, beat you into the ground.
Heroic brutality.
Okay, so the superheroes also have yellow eyes. Maybe they're being controlled. Oh. Woo.
Heroic brutality.
After his encounter with the invaders and their magical powers, Superman knew he was vulnerable to similar assaults in the future. With the aid of the wizard Shazam, he applied ancient Kryptonian lore to the creation of a new costume, giving him resistance to magic. Attacks by sorcerers and demons now have no effect on the Man of Steel.
Oh, so he's invincible for real now. Jeez.
Heroic brutality.
I think the superhero ones are so much cooler. Ooh.
Heroic brutality.
The way he just slam dunked on him like that.
As a result of Liu Kang's aura attunement, the Flash discovered he had retained a psychic bond with the warrior. The two
No way.
agreed to warn each other of any cross-universal breaches.
They teamed up.
It wasn't long until Liu Kang appeared before the Flash, warning him of an impending attack by the sorcerer Quan Chi.
I like how they're using Quan Chi a lot here. Okay, Catwoman breaking necks out here.
Wins. Fatality.
She looks good in this, by the way. Her suit's cool. Oh! Oh!
Catwoman wins.
Well, yeah, the villains have to have brutal fatalities for sure.
Having been infused with the power of magic during her teleportation to the alternate universe, Catwoman found that she could transform at will into a Black Panther. Her increased strength and agility made her a cat that would never again be caged.
It's kind of like Cheetah.
The Joker.
Yo, we saw this in the last reaction in what was it? Was it Mortal Kombat 10 fatalities? Oh!
Fatality. The Joker.
Love how he kills you with cards.
As the worlds separated, the Joker discovered he had retained his new powers. With them, he soon controlled all of Gotham, proclaiming himself Mayor Joker.
Of
Under
course.
his rule, the city devolved into chaos. He now holds a tournament in which contestants are forced to fight to the death for his amusement.
He made his own Mortal Kombat game. Love it.
The winner will face off against the Joker himself.
He's like Shao Kahn.
Lantern.
Ooh.
Green Lantern wins.
Hacked her up.
Heroic brutality.
I like the superhero fatalities a lot more. Oh.
Green Lantern wins. Heroic brutality.
Literally crushed him.
On a distant planet, a huge pyramid unexpectedly rose from beneath the ground. Its origin was unknown, but it seemed to emanate energy similar to what Batman detected from the invading universe. Green Lantern's nemesis, Sinestro, has learned of the pyramid's existence and is eager to acquire whatever secret it might contain.
Oh, that's not good.
Hal Jordan knows only that its energy is dangerous and that the Green Lantern Corps must stop the Sinestro Corps at any cost.
Captain Marvel.
Shazam!
Oh.
Captain Marvel wins.
This is kind of like Superman's.
Heroic brutality.
Like the fly up and then land on you.
Captain Marvel.
Didn't like that one. A little too basic.
Brutality.
In order to regain control of his power, Captain Marvel was guided by the wizard Shazam through a focusing ritual. At its apex, Captain Marvel unexpectedly visited a strange ethereal world, finding himself face to face with godlike beings calling themselves the Elder Gods. Now able to tap into these gods' powers, Captain Marvel has new abilities he is only just beginning to master.
It's cool how they put the Elder Gods in this.
Lex Luthor.
Hey, Luthor.
Lex.
He broke her spine. Her body was jello after he was done with her. Jeez.
Luthor wins. Fatality.
I wish this suit was a little bit bigger. What's he about to do here? Airstrike?
Fatality.
I wish Batman could have done something like that, but he doesn't kill people, so it makes sense.
Special forces, Lex Luthor constructed his own portal and breached the barrier that separated the two universes. There he encountered the sorcerer Quan Chi. Their combined power, intelligence, and near omnipresence will be unstoppable. Both worlds will fall prey to this
Deadly Alliance. Love it. And they look similar too.
Deathstroke.
Ooh.
Deathstroke wins.
That fits his character really well.
Fatality.
Oh. Ah.
Deathstroke wins.
I do love how they stayed true to the superheroes doing fatalities that don't necessarily kill their enemies, right? But the villains, they got the brutal ones where they're snapping necks and slicing and dicing.
Fatality.
Deathstroke emerged from the inter-universal conflict both wiser and more cautious. Assassins from another universe would be unwanted competition. To maintain superiority, Deathstroke created a band of powerful assassins outfitted in his image. He now serves as Grand Master of the Fearsome Deathstrike clan.
Love it. I love the one that looks like has like the Sub-Zero like powers. It's kind of funny.
Fearsome
All the
Deathstrike
different
clan.
ones in the back. That's hilarious. All
Wonder Woman.
right, Wonder Woman, what we got? Oh,
Wonder Woman
okay then.
wins.
Like a Ferris wheel, like a Ferris wheel or something. Whoa, corkscrewed him into the ground.
Heroic brutality.
Returning to Themyscira, Wonder Woman learned that strange relics had
I love that she has the Mortal Kombat logo on her shield. That is amazing.
Wonder Woman learned that strange relics had been found scattered across the island. A sword, a shield, and a golden amulet, all pulsing with energy. Compelled to equip herself with the items, she was infused with powers beyond those bestowed upon her by the Greek gods. She and her Amazons are now unstoppable as they fight for the preservation of Earth. Defeated, Shao Kahn was imprisoned in the Phantom Zone, used for holding
They put Shao Kahn in the Phantom Zone.
dangerous Kryptonian villains because of its ability to render them powerless. Possibly due to the magical nature of his strength, however, the Phantom Zone had the opposite effect on Shao Kahn.
What? So he got more powerful?
Instead of neutralizing him, it revitalized the Emperor, allowing him to break free.
Oh,
With him are untold numbers of criminals released from millennia of imprisonment. Grateful, they have sworn allegiance to Shao Kahn and now follow him on his quest to conquer the universe.
like the ultimate Shao Kahn now.
Imprisoned in the Netherrealm, Darkseid was left vulnerable. Shang Tsung attempted to steal Darkseid's soul, a source of immense power. In the midst of the magical assault, however, Darkseid reversed the soul drain, reducing Shang Tsung to a withered old man.
Not my boy.
Powered by Shang Tsung's magic, Darkseid broke free of his bonds. Shang Tsung hastily pledged allegiance to Darkseid in an attempt to spare his own life.
Oh man. Yo, that was interesting, I would have to say. It just makes you think of like all of the weird crossovers that we've seen over the years, right? Kingdom Hearts is one of them. You got Disney and Final Fantasy coming together. Like no one thought that that would be good, right? And now we have Mortal Kombat and DC Universe. Like those are two different extremes, right? Like superheroes and Mortal Kombat, like there's some similarities, but at the same time, there's a lot of differences. And when you think of like the Mortal Kombat universe specifically, you think to yourself like, oh, it's just super brutal. You know, there's a lot of blood going on. There's a lot of war. and we have like these super martial artists that are like fighting each other and such, and they're killing each other in like these really gruesome ways. And then you have superheroes where like, yeah, like the villains are doing some gruesome stuff, kinda, sorta, in some of the comic books and such. But, you know, superheroes can't really do anything crazy. All they can do is incapacitate people. And that's it, right? Because most of them don't really kill anybody. So to have those universes clash, and then we have a game like this, it just feels so weird. And I see why Injustice doesn't have very many Mortal Kombat characters, how, well, you know, their DLC or whatever, because it just doesn't feel right. Like one collaboration, for instance, that was really weird was SMT and Fire Emblem, right? And then, you know, everybody that can, you know, is theorizing about that game and such was just like, oh, maybe the game's gonna play like Fire Emblem, but it's gonna have like SMT like characters and such, like you're gonna be in Tokyo and stuff like that. But then when we got the game was pretty much like Persona with Fire Emblem characters in it, you know, and it just didn't work that well. Like people didn't like it. But then, you know, you see this game, and this game is like Mortal Kombat, but with superheroes in it. And people don't like this game because it just doesn't feel right. So instead, they just switched up the formula and they were like, you know what, we have something good here. People like Mortal Kombat game design. So how about we just make a game that has like the fighting game mechanics of Mortal Kombat, but it's superheroes and only superheroes. And it works well. It's really good. Injustice is great, right? We love the mechanics. We love how things work in that game. It's a little bit darker than we're used to for a lot of like, you know, like the DC games or superhero games. So it works well. And it's cool that they were able to find a formula like that because, yeah, this game in particular reminds me of, you know, Kingdom Hearts or like I told you guys, Tokyo Mirage Sessions game, where it's just like, it doesn't feel right. It feels kind of, you know, icky. I don't know. I don't like it, man. I don't like it at all. So I want to see the story mode because the story was really fascinating. I loved seeing the Mortal Kombat characters, their endings where they were like getting superhero powers and stuff like Green Lantern's abilities or Darkseid, or they became Joker and et cetera, et cetera. Like that's really cool. I think they should expand upon that more. I think that would be cool to see in a video game. But with that being said, hit the like button if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and comment down below your thoughts. If you want to see me check out the story mode for Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, let me know. I would love to check it out. I'll see you guys next time.
Hope will never die.
Stop playing with me.